There was a time in my life where I thought suicide was the only option for me. I used to be a skinny fat loser who used to be over 260 pounds, and when I tell you I was completely bitchless to the point where I wanted to die, you would think I was lying. But now I'm at the point where I'm 205 pounds with a lean, attractive, sexy physique that only gets me attention off of Instagram, but also got me laid. In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly why your body determines your dating options. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is your looks matter much more than any type of riz or any type of money that you have. While they are important factors to add onto your persona, your physique will always be paramount. Why do I say this? It's because in the first 30 seconds, a woman will look at you. She has 30 seconds to determine whether you're a good fit for her, whether she wants to fuck you, and whether she wants to take you home that night. And within those 30 seconds, you cannot spit any game or have any money showing in that 30-second range where she can determine, yeah, I want to take this guy home and I want to fuck him. No, the first 30 seconds that she sees is your physique. Your physique will be able to filter out you and that woman. So we're going to be focusing on that the most. But hold on, what if I told you that your physique filters out the type of woman that you attract? There was a time before where I went to a party and I went there for at least 38 minutes to an hour and I was trying to get girls. And as I was trying to get girls, I found out there was at least one girl that was attracted to me. And when I looked at her and I took my first 30-second glance, I saw that she was not only fat, but also unattractive. I did not want that. I did not want to be called the torta pounder where you fuck a 300-pound girl. No, I went home that day and I was absolutely sad and upset for the fact that that was the only thing that I could attract that night. Now, what if I told you that I went out the other day and I wore a black shirt like this where it highlighted my physique, and I was able to not only dance with multiple girls that night, but also take a girl home that same exact night who took me away from her friends and said, let's go home. Obviously, you know what I did when we got back. This is why your physique acts like a filter for the type of woman you attract. The lower you are in the terms of physical standpoint, whether you're skinny fat or you're obese, the lower amount of dating options you have. And the higher you are, the more attractive you are, the more aesthetically pleasing you are, the better options and the more options you can have. If you're an obese person, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have to forget about building an attractive body, because the first thing you should do is by losing the amount of fat you have. Because as an obese person, you're only going to be attracting other obese women who have not only given up on life, but also given up on ever fixing their physical attractiveness for you. So I would tell you right now, you have bigger fish to fry. Go and lose 40 pounds and then come back. And now for the second tier of guys, the average guys, who I would say have it way, way worse than you obese guys. Because at least they get at least girls who may have not only have one body, one guy that they fucked in their whole entire life. No, for the average guys, you're getting the absolute bottom of the barrel of girls who have not only been passed around, but they're gonna make sure you wait in line before they allow themselves to be fucked by you. No, they're gonna be choosing the guys who have better physiques than you. Guys who they know if they take home that night, they can not only pound the shit out of them, they can look good while they're doing it. And now for the third tier guys, the absolute attractive, sexy guys. These are the guys who go inside the clubs, go inside the parties, pick a woman, dip, and then never come back. And then you hear stories about them that they fuck so-and-so, this model, this girl, this high-level tier girl. Yeah, those types of guys. And the reason why they're able to do it is because they did something that the other tier guys have not. Built an attractive physique. They have harnessed the 30 seconds that they get to be able to not only bargain themselves to make themselves look better, but also make themselves perceive as higher than all the other guys inside the club. Let me tell you this. If you go to the party and you're skinny fat, do you think you're going to be chosen over the guy who has an 8-pack? No. So obviously she's going to be picking the guy who has a more attractive physique. What you want to do is you want to be putting yourself in that position. You want to be inch yourself closer and closer and closer and closer to the point where she picks you over the 5 guys who are standing inside the corner. Now, there's an example that I want to give you that should be able to tie this all together to paint a clear picture for you on why your 30 seconds matters much more than whatever money you have. On Hinge or on any type of dating app you have, right? You have your profile, you have your bio, you have yada, 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 nonsense, nonsense, and nonsense, right? No girl cares about that. What they care about is the first picture they see, which is the reason why they always left swipe, right? Because reminder, girls are addicted to notifications and platforms. It's like this thing that goes on inside their brains where, ooh, happy dopamine, happy dopamine. No. What we want to do is capture the attention of those girls. Remember, the first 30 seconds matters the most. And how do we capture those attentions? Is by putting a physique pic, not just any physique pic, a shirtless physique pic. Preferably, you want to be inside a towel and you want to be holding it to the point where they don't see your dick, but they can get the picture, right? And this is how you harness the first 30 seconds. Because in these 30 seconds, what you just did was stop her from scrolling, stop her from left swiping. You made her stop. You grabbed attention. And this is what happens when you have an attractive physique. You grab and garner attention to yourself. You are marketing yourselves to the highest bidder. And then you escalate with the girl where you take her out, put her on a date, do the whoopty-woo, do the usual stuff on a date, take her back to her place, and absolutely pound the fuck out of her. If you want, I have a bonus video where I teach you exactly how to escalate just like that inside my course, link in the description below. But to even get those results, we have to allow ourselves to build a physique that puts us far ahead than the competition who are not only skinny fat, but also obese. Now, how do we do that? We want to be building an attractive physique. What is an attractive physique? It's the opposite of what we find attractive in women. What we find attractive in women is that hourglass shape in the woman, the curvy physique, where her hips are wider than her waist. The inverse of that is the V-tapered physique, where our shoulders are wider than our hips. There's a common trend, but we make it more masculine as a guy, where our masculine way of making ourselves look even more attractive is a V-tapered physique. Like I said, the shoulders must be wider than the hips. How do we work on those? We want to be mainly doing 2 workouts where we work out our shoulders and we work out our lats. This is how we make our back wider and give off that frame of us looking absolutely sexy and trigger inside the female mind, I want to fuck this guy. So how do we work out these muscles? Well, we want to be working our shoulders first. It's the first part which makes our waist skinnier or shorter than our actual body size. It gives us the frame where it gives us the appearance that we're 2 times the size of the girl we're talking to. So what we want to be doing is 2 exercises. Mainly 2 exercises because we don't want to be doing too much work, and we want to be focusing on 2 exercises that we can progressively overload and track for easy progress. And how do we do that? Is we're going to be working on a shoulder press and a lateral raise. The shoulder press is where we rack at least a 45 plate on top of a Smith machine, or even just a regular rack, where we get the bar ahead of our head and we press upwards, where we feel the tension in our front deltoid and our side deltoid. This is what makes our frame wide and big. This is where we get the most mass out of our shoulders. So for the shoulder press, we work up and outwards. You're not supposed to feel it inside your traps. You're supposed to feel it inside your shoulders. This is the correct form to be able to perform the shoulder press. And for the second exercise for the shoulders, we want to be doing a lateral raise, where we go from the side, we grab a handle, and we lift the handle all the way up and outwards with our elbows, like this. See? Up and outwards. You don't be using the D handle. You don't be using the D handle to perform incorrect form, where we work out our traps instead of our shoulders. That is going to give us that turtle shell look and fuck up the whole entire V-taper that we're trying to achieve. No, shoulders only. Where we use our elbows and we pull upwards like this. Only elbow movement, not traps. And for the last exercise we do to enhance our V-taper is the cable pullover, where we grab a cable to a cable machine and you use the D handle to pull the weight or pull the D handle towards the side of your body, where you pull in a 90-degree angle to your side. You should be able to feel a pinch in your lat, basically your left or right lat, wherever you're holding it towards, and you want to pinch. so you can feel the most tension inside that lat. That's how you grow it. That's how you make your lat even thicker to get you that V-tapered physique, that V-tapered enhanced look. That is how you perform the correct form for the cable pullover, not where you're pulling all the way past the 90-degree angle and you're pulling it all the way back here. No, you're not going to be working the exercise properly and you're not going to get the results that you want. Where therefore the exercise is therefore redundant. It means nothing. No, you want to pull into the 90-degree angle where you feel the most tension for the most amount of work you're putting inside that set. And in general, for the sets that we want to work out, we want to be working out for at least 2 sets to 8, where we work to absolute maximum failure. And that's how we get the most out of our workouts. With this, you build that sexy, attractive physique where you put yourself ahead of 99% of the competition who have skinny, fat physiques and look obese. And not even that, the power builders who have more mass than us but look way worse than us. So we take their women. So to round off, your goal is to find where your physique lies inside the tier list and work towards building the attractive physique that allows you to steal girls from their boyfriends and stop women from scrolling on their phones and pick you first over other options. My name is Bo. Go down, link in the description where I have a course where I can personally help you build your attractive physique, and I'll see you later.